It's our last day of this foggy, misty weather before summer air surges in, and that includes the risk for severe weather. Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. It is official. We have the worst weather start to our summer weekends. In the 8 years I've been doing this short summer weekend weather report card with a D+ last weekend. And we carried that weather over into our Monday, and we're going to carry it over into most of Tuesday too. And here's why. We have a stationary front to our south. The stationary front separates two air masses. In this case, it's separating warm air to our south and this cool maritime foggy air mass to the north, which is where we are because of these onshore winds. Winds are coming out of the north and east, and they have been for days here. Now, we do have some steadier rain well to our west, away from the fog. Then, as we go into our Wednesday, look what happens. The stationary front lifts north, actually becomes a warm front, and we start to get into the warm sector. More sunshine for Wednesday, more heat for Wednesday, a little more humidity, and the risk for thunderstorms. But we're still not in that hot weather. Well, that comes on Thursday as that warm front moves even further to the north and east, and that cold front's knocking on the doorstep. And with that cold front comes a risk for severe weather that could be fairly widespread for New Jersey on that hot and humid Thursday we will have. Here's a look at our futurecast. So it's foggy today. Be careful out on the roads. But it is going to be pretty much dry throughout the day outside of these areas of drizzle that we have. We go overnight, we're looking dry there as well. And then most of Wednesday will be rain-free. And again, we're going to see that sunshine. So it's not a bad day to be out and about, finally getting some of those outdoor plans done. But here comes some showers and storms passing from about 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's a risk for damaging winds and hail. It's fairly low. Thursday, different story. More heat, more humidity, more sunshine. That's going to trigger a bigger risk for severe weather during the afternoon. Again, from about 5 to 9 p.m. Now, within that window, it's maybe raining for 45 minutes or 30 minutes, but that could very well pack a punch. And then we're dry, not only for Friday, but into the weekend as well, I believe. So finally, a dry weekend for us, our first one in about 5 weeks. Now, here's a look at our severe weather timeline. It's 5 to 9 p.m. both on Wednesday and Thursday, but Thursday is a bigger threat because there is the risk for a tornado there, and just the potential for damaging winds, hail, and flooding rain will be higher as well. Here's a look at our numbers. Low visibility this morning with temperatures in the 60s here. Make sure you're paying attention on the roads, especially near the beaches where that fog is thickest. We take a look at our Tuesday forecast, generally in the 70s inland, but you notice it's warmer the further south you go. And at the immediate coast, we're in the 60s for LBI, Seaside Heights, and Long Branch. Surf heights are 1 to 2 feet for Tuesday night. It's a summery night here. We have showers. It's really more drizzle, I believe, with fog, but you can see a steady shower overnight. And then Wednesday, sunshine, finally, but it will come with some thunderstorms from 5 to 9 p.m. We touch 90 degrees in a few spots inland. And then for Thursday, the heat is on. Temperatures in the 90s inland, some mid-90s there with a little bit of a heat index too, nearing 100. I don't think we get to 100, but we near it. And at the shore, still in the 80s here. Now, it will be windy as well. Winds coming out of the west-southwest, so some sand and definitely bugs on the beach. But hey, that's our warmest day in quite a while. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. The weekend looking dry, but here comes that heat and humidity. Sunday and Monday in the low 90s. It will be muggy, making this damp and dreary and cool weather just a memory by this time next week.